Well, afternoon, actually it's evening. I'm up here on Highway 38, just past Angelus Oaks. Hi, Joe. I'm looking, hi, Brandy. I'm looking, this is where the fire is threatening Big Bear. I'm looking down, that's Slide Creek, Bear Creek down there, the Santa Ana River drainage. The fire, that smoke, you can't see the fire, but it'll break here. You might see the flames here in a bit. But that's, they've got air attack up here working. I just saw, what was it? One of the bigger tankers. I need to start looking at my radar.
Yeah, copy. Let me get a plan going. Might put you with 9343 Gulf or 9464 Gulf.
That's it's looking real bad back over. It's all black. But that's Angelus Oaks is over there. I'm just past Angelus Oaks. Middle Control Road that goes down to Seven Oaks. They got dozers up here. Dozer tenders, they're dropped off dozers. They're trying to keep this off Big Bear. What it's doing is burning from left to right. Big Bear's over here. Big Bear's over there. Well, there you can see some smoke. Maybe some flame over there. The dam is more over that way. When it gets to the dam, and they said they did a mandatory evacuations there at the western side of Big Bear. I just came up 38. It hasn't jumped 38 over here. It's kind of went the other way. It kind of went northeast away from 38. It's down here in the Santa Ana drainage. If you know Seven Oaks down there, and what else is down there? Manzanita. It's down in that drainage. It's coming up the backside of Angelus Oaks. If you know Thomas Hunting Grounds, that road that goes from Thomas Hunting Grounds comes over here to behind the post office. It's coming up that back of the ridge here. That's what this black is over here. I don't know if you can see that. It's making a run over there behind the post office there. And they had, were they going to drop? Everybody's looking. All of a sudden, everybody's got their cameras up. And they're looking. That might be that big tanker coming in. Maybe to try and knock some of this down. I saw him circling. He's been circling for about 15 minutes. But I see everybody up on the ridge. And I picked a bad spot because there's a tree and a pole right away. Let's see if we can see the drop. Oh. Where'd he go? I saw the lead plane. There's a lot of guys. There's a water tender. Oh, I hear.
Earlier, up Tues Sept, correct?
Here's something. Everybody's pointing their cameras up. Okay, there's the lead plane right there on my left. They're coming in from behind me. I don't know if you can see that guy. He's just on the left of that big pine tree. That's the lead guy. The tanker should be behind him. Yeah, it's really boiling up over there. They had an injury earlier about 4:40. They called for an ambulance. It was up here somewhere. I just got over here. One of the firemen, a young male, he got multiple bee stings. Probably one of those damn ground wasps.
Charlie, division uniform.
They just come out of a hole in the ground. You'd be standing there, and all of a sudden there's 1,000 wasps. They're not that big, but I've been stung by them. They sting worse than a...
Uniform, 9440 Charlie, how do you copy?
They sting worse than a paper wasp.
Hey, how do you copy? Just making sure you got eyes on that, what's running towards that peak, and
okay, here's some
what's your
fire.
plan for engagement once it comes up?
Now we're using 2 Charlie Hotel to kind of help keep that checked up, and additionally we have the tanker coming back with a reload, and he's going to start working that back to the north.
Copy. Let's have that tanker just paint the ridge if you're going to be in contact with air deck, and then we'll try to get some resources in there once it comes up.
Yeah, that's what we're planning for now.
I guess that can't.
Good copy.
That tanker dropped. He's coming back. But if you look way down there, see if I can get you on the fire. It's really... Okay, there it is. See that about the center? That's a huge line of fire down there. That would be over below Snow Summit. It's kind of climbing toward the dam over there, east of Snow Summit. Highway 18.
Everything from that point, you got.
You really can't see. There's so much smoke coming out of the left side here. It's putting up so much smoke. That whole drainage is burning. Down there, that's Santa Ana Creek. Or river, I'm sorry. Santa Ana River. But let me get you back here, man. That tanker's coming around. Wait, I hear another plane. That's the spotter plane. Yeah, he just went right over the top of me. You can see him. He's right. Where'd he go? He's by the
We
pole.
got the signatures. We're gonna start heading back to camp. See you tomorrow.
He's right,
Copy, thank you.
he's right in there somewhere.
Good for the uniform.
Anyway,
You can also take account of your resource order here and sign off on it for you.
wait, here comes the tanker. I hear a big jet.
Copy, thanks, 1601.
There he goes right there.
Division uniform 9440 Charlie, B Fire 26.
Division uniform.
Hey, so I just made contact with 4466. He's over at a good vantage point. They can see where the tankers are making their drops and break.
And he's far left.
From where he's sitting at, he's saying that it's well interior and it's going to be probably hand crew country to get out there to cut all that out. So I think right now the main focus should probably be on getting the retardant dotted in all the way to the DMP break. And then if that's able to hold, probably tomorrow morning they can get aircraft in there to come help cool that all down and possibly start a hose lay if the hand crews can be successful at cutting that all out.
Division uniform, copy.
It's
Additionally, once it hits that DMP on the backside, we're going to have you get it engaged as much as you can once it cools down. It has crested the ridge on our side, so we're seeing active flame.
Yeah, I copy.
Yeah, it's gotten across the drainage. It's on the north side of the Santa Ana River now. It's heading up toward. There's the spot plane. Yeah, I can't get you on
On that backside.
the tankers are dropping here, like they're dropping just west of Angelus Oaks. It's coming up that drainage there too. Actually coming up the ridge there. Let me get back to. Let me check the comments here. Has the fire jumped 38? No, it hasn't jumped. Anyone living in Bakersfield? Structure protection a priority. Yeah, they're trying to keep it off Angelus Oaks here. There's Angelus Oaks, the restaurant, the parking lot is just full of brush engines, low boys, where they dropped off dozers. And this is as far as I've been on 38. I'm gonna go down a little further. I'm gonna go down to Borden Flats, but they are all over this. They're trying to get this off Angelus Oaks, and they're trying to stop it from. It's trying to go to Big Bear. It's getting over there like Bear Creek, if you know where Bear Creek is, down in the river drainage. If it gets to Bear Creek, that's if you know where Arctic Circle is. If you're going to Big Bear on the 18, before you get to the dam, those cliffs in there are called the Arctic Circle. Come on, man. Bakersfield, we really don't need you spamming the feed. In fact, let's boot that guy out of here. Let's get rid of him. Goodbye, Jim, or whatever your name is. Well, they'll report you for spam. Here comes that lead plane there. I think the tanker went to get fuel or boss check.
Uniform.
They're trying to lay false
Your
check
location?
over here.
Found a hella spot on Thomas Hunting Ground Road.
Oh, no, that's a tanker. That's one of the tankers right there. If you know where Thomas Hunting Grounds is,
They headed up. I'm not sure if they got their sign.
Confirming they headed out.
they're airdropping now over by Thomas Hunting Grounds. The road that goes from Thomas Hunting Grounds over to Angelus Oaks, that's at the top of that ridge. That's where they're doing the floss check right now. They're trying to get a line down in there, a couple lines down before dark. Yeah, they said right one was in trouble. Some of the older retired firefighters, I was talking to them, they're saying right.
Yeah, same traffic. We're at that lookout, so if you're good for us to head on out, we'll be leaving that lookout. We'll get time signed in the morning.
Thanks, 339.
Yeah, I came down about 2 hours ago. I went about 3, and when I looked to the west, the bridge fire, the header was just, oh, look at this. Look at this. You can see that. See the fire in front of that guy?
They've pushed as far as they can back to the north. It gets really steep over there and it rocks out. And then I asked about maybe going on the other side.
See
of the
that
east,
ring of fire?
That too is too steep over the edge for them to do any work over there. So right now I think they're kind of at a standstill as well. So I think ordering up some hand crews to get those out here would probably be your best option.
That is coming out of the drainage.
Additionally, if they're done out there as far as pushing, I'm going to wait till fire activity decreases, and then I may use them somewhere else to walk out on that Thomas Hunting Ground Road.
Copy that.
So there's a battle over Thomas Hunting Grounds.
9440 Charlie, engine 339 tech.
Out in front of me, I'm looking northwest.
You know, we're going to be heading off, so we won't be in that lookout spot for you.
Copy that. Yeah, we got somebody up on the peak over there by section 5, and it looks like he's got a pretty good vantage point over there too. But thanks for keeping an eye out for us today. Have a good one.
You got it. You guys stay safe.
Yeah, there's, I think it's that BAE 146, that twin jet tanker. He's done about 3 drops since I've been here, Foss check, on the top of Thomas Hunting Grounds. Do you think it's going to make its way up? They're trying to keep it off 18. They backfired over there by Rim Forest, Sky Forest. If it gets up over the 18, it's into Arrowhead, Glen, Cedar Glen.
Parked at Caltrans. We're off your line.
I copy. Confirming Dozer 51 made it back with you.
He's down below at the general store loading up, and then he's coming up with a plan with whoever he talked to.
Himself and 52 are going to get in contact with Dozer 342. I'm tying him some face-to-face now.
342 is to where?
Copy. Thanks for the work. Get him on.
Yeah, Brightwood's evacuated, right? Mandatory, I heard. Yeah, there's a battle going on there to save Brightwood. There's a battle going to keep it off the 18 at Western Running Springs for Dava over there, Rim Forest, Sky Forest.
Conservative. Coming over plan with 342.
And I went to a checkpoint over there at Forest Falls about noon, 11 o'clock. The Army National Guard, the MPs were over there when I went through about 3 there. They were 4, about 5 o'clock. They were gone. I think they maybe, somebody said they got moved to Wrightwood. They're running out of bodies. There's so much fire everywhere. They're running out of bodies to, like the MPs they're kind of patrolling, running checkpoints because they don't have enough CHP or sheriffs. And, the wind's kicking up bad. I don't know if you could see that.
Thank you.
I don't want to get into, could it or would it or should it but it's basically everything has a potential to happen. But Big Bear, of all the fires I've seen up here, this is getting serious for Big Bear. It's on the doorstep, kind of the same for the Lake Arrowhead. Now the weather's going to flip. We got a cold front coming in, which is going to bring. It's cooled off today. It only got about 94. I mean, it felt good instead of 110, but it's bringing erratic winds. It's cooler, no rain, no thunderstorm like we've had for the past 3 days. The afternoon thunderstorm. We're having. Is that my phone? I don't know if you,
Thanks for the update.
I don't know if you can see that. That's big flame. I mean, we're looking a couple miles across the drainage. I'm at the big turnout here where all the mountain bikers get out and go riding from, just past Angelus Oaks. I'm looking northwest. They got
Those
a
are 3039. It's going to be engine 4452 Cal Fire engine.
These guys are all of a sudden moving out. I'm not sure where they're headed. I didn't hear. That guy's got a big, like a 15-yard dump truck, and he's pulling an excavator. He may be backing in. Yeah, I think he's back. I thought he was leaving. So usually you back in, because if you got to get the hell out of there, you don't want to be backing up. You want to just fly out of there. I think I'm the only guy that isn't backed in, but I'm trying to show you down where the drainage is getting crazy down there now. Look at that. That's below like Snow Summit, the ski area. What do they call that? Slide Peak. It's about a third, maybe half the way up out of the drainage. There goes the. You guys should be able to see him now. Whoop. Where'd he go? I lost him. The scout plane just went over. Huh. I thought you'd see him, but we're probably looking at 4 miles across there or more. Clark's Grade, yeah, it's getting over Bear Creek, Clark's Grade, Keller over there, Keller Cliffs. It's climbing out of there. It's down in the drainage. They said across the drainage to the north side, and that's what you see running up that side over there. Then over here, there's a fire making a run. This is behind the Angelus Oaks, where the restaurant. Let me see what that. Oh, hold on. Put your seatbelt on. Back over here is where they're doing the frost check. They're trying to get something down tonight. There you can see a little bit. See, there's something. There's a fire making a run back there. That's Thomas Hunting Grounds. One in. What is that? 1 in 12. Comes out down by 38 by the Vista Point, and then comes up here behind the post office and the restaurant. Let me get you back. Oh, camera's getting all loose. But as you pull back, see how much smoke is coming out of down there. There's a lot of fire down there. You just can't see it. These guys all bugged out. They probably got their evening assignment, and they bugged out. Maybe getting relieved for chow. Man, this looks crazy over here. When you pull back and look at this over here. He said it hadn't burned yet since, we bear hunt down here, or we used to bear hunt down here, and over there below like Sky Forest, that's straight up and down. The bears like it. They call it the steep. We call it the steep and deep. Because you can't get in there with the hounds you got to hold on to trees or you fall down the side of the mountain. But I'm surprised we haven't seen any bears out trying to get the hell out of here. But yeah, that's all old growth, and I'm trying to think the last time that burned. Yeah, I came here in '80, so that hasn't burned down there. We used to train on those cliffs in the military. We did our alpine training up here. Out of Norton Air Force Base, we did our cross-country skiing or rappelling. What else? Alpine winter. It was close. We would go to Utah and other places and play with the Rangers. But up here was close. We could do it on our own time. And I really got a lot of good training up here on rappelling off the Color Cliffs. And where else did we rappel? Oh, we did avalanche training over there by, what do you call it? Poop Out Hill, the trail, the South Fork trail that goes up to San G. We did snow caves, snow shelters, snow beds, all that. This is where they were, Thomas Hunting Ground, they were dropping the Phos-Chek. That 2-engine jet, he dropped a bunch of Phos-Chek. They said he's going back to reload and come back. They're trying to get a Phos-Chek line up here on top of the ridge to keep it from crawling down into Angelus Oaks. Angelus Oaks is to my left, to my 9 o'clock. I'm looking straight where my truck's pointed is northwest. I'm off Highway 30. I hear a spotter plane. Spotter plane's going over. Where's he at? There he is. He's right up here. There he is. He's going in and eyeballing. I don't know if he's got a tanker with him or not. Actually, I should turn my radar on, huh? 24-hour flight radar. If you want to watch the, you can actually watch them, the radar of them. Let's see what's going on here. That's what these guys are doing here. The fireman next to me, they all got their cell phones out and they're all watching the. Well, that's when you know they're coming. You can see them. Let's see, Redlands. I want to go up Angelus Oaks. Okay, the Sky Crane is he's below us. He's down by Morton Peak. Let's see what this guy is. This guy is Beach King Air. He's the Sky Boss, the Air Boss. And this is Aero Commander 690. That's what I'm seeing. Is he a? I think he's a mapper. I could have sworn he was dropping Phos-Chek. Yeah, in front of me's looking north west. That would be. I'm getting a little bit of sky over there. A little bit of break in the smoke. Below me is Pines Anita. If you've ever been down Seven Oaks, down that way, Glass Road, Bear Creek, Clark's Grade. Somebody mentioned Clark's Grade. That's where it's Tanker 1-2. I got something big here. Let's see what he is. Boeing 737. Is that Montreal? No, that's Air Canada. I'm looking at somebody coming in over the top. We'll see if we can't get. I was hoping if I go up on the helispot, there's a helispot up here. If you go up behind the post office. Yeah, that orchard. I know that orchard you're talking about. That orchard's still there. Yeah, I'm at 38 and the middle control road turnout. I'm just above east of Angelus Oaks. There's a big white turnout here where the mountain bikers all park, to go mountain biking up here. The Santa Ana River Trail's down below. They all park here. It's a big turnout on the left, on the north side. I'm sitting there. I'm looking northwest. I'm looking down into the drainage. Oh, 33,000 acres. Oh, somebody was talking about that orchard. I know where that orchard is. Cabin orchards, yeah. I remember grabbing apples. Sometimes you could find a good apple down there. That was a big ranch, pretty good sized ranch. The deer knew about those apples too. We would go down there and peek to see if there deer were sneaking in there. Bears too. The bears would go in there and get them some apples. Yeah, if you knew where that orchard was, you could usually find a buck or a bear coming in there. But I haven't looked it's been a couple years. I haven't seen any critters running I remember the last fire over here, the El Dorado. I saw like a baby bobcat. I saw some deer. I never did see a bear. The one thing that really sucks, I've got some of my trail cameras are up here, and I can't get to one of them. I know for sure. I think I'm going to lose some trail cameras. When I post my critter pics, some of them are from over here. And I think I've lost one camera already. Wait, it got quiet here real fast. This is still blowing up. This is over here behind, it's Thomas Hunting Grounds, behind Angelus Oaks, west side of Angelus Oaks. When you hear people talk AO, you know, the symbol, those acronym AO, they're talking Angelus Oaks. Forest Falls will be FF usually. Mount Home Village is MHV. The locals will use that, and they'll put DTH down, David Tom Henry, down the hill, and then UTH up the hill. It saves the typing a lot. And the restaurant is closed. Olmex is open, but you can't. You know, they're not letting up. You can. The Army checkpoint was at Valley of the Falls Drive in 38. They were letting up anybody with a resident driver's license or a bill, utility bill. But they've kind of clamped down. They said they were getting orders from the state or it was coming down from on high. They're worried about looters. But Forest Falls has never had looters because it's a one-way in deal. You know, if there's anybody looting, they got to get back out the same way they came in. So they don't. They usually go over and loot Arrowhead, Running Springs, Big Bear. In fact, I heard they detained 2 looters in Running Springs. God, what is it? Today's Tuesday. It must have been Saturday or Sunday. It was when I was up there. I think it was Saturday. I don't know if they arrested them. They said they detained them. They had everybody's ring camera had them. A couple guys, young white guys with backpacks. They said that the sheriff definitely ID'd them. And it's getting dark. And it's getting real dark over here. But I think that's all the smoke blowing from the fire that's more west of there. Unless I heard it, and if anybody see anything about, I was told, no, not Stetson Creek. Stetson Creek's still active. I go up there and pick. Oh, hey, Petty, you're the owners. They'll go up and there's an orchard down at Clark's by Clark's, and there's an old orchard down by the Colored Cliffs. I don't have any information on Wrightwood. I heard it. It's getting crazy over there that they did a mandatory evacuation. Patty, you're the owner of Stetson Creek. No, there's a couple old historic ranches down here that have burned. You know, they haven't been maintained in 80 years. They're from the 20s or 1800s. One's down by Bear Creek. You got to walk away from the road about a half mile to find it. It's hard to find now because some of the trees have died and it's overgrown. That's what the one he was talking about, I think, was over by Color Cliffs. The meadow over there, Keller Meadow. I'll next time I see you, I'll point out on a map where I know the 2 apple orchards are. You're down Stetson Creek Code 180, 186. I just heard them talking about 180. They're down there with dozers, I think. They're cutting fire break and refreshing old fire break. A lot of dozers up here. There's a brush engine. They're doing a lot of dozer work right now. They're trying to get ready for tomorrow. Yeah, there's a brush engine. He's cow fire. He looks like he's going on through. All the engines and everybody bugged out except for the guy with the excavator. Okay, I hear a scout plane. He's out in front of me somewhere. Where are you at? There he is. He's up high. There you see him. He usually leads the tankers in. So those tankers should be coming up from behind him. Or he'll take a look. He'll go in and take a look, and then he'll come around. And he leads them in, and he releases a little puff of white smoke that it kind of marks where he wants them to release the phosphate. He's like a guide. And he can, like if there's any bad wind or turbulence, he'll relay that to them like a crosswind. Because when they get down these canyons, the wind gets crazy. First time I flew up here, they called them freight train winds. Scared the crap out of me because you'd be going along and all of a sudden you'd drop 400 feet. Then you'd go sideways 400 feet. And your stomach would just, like on a roller coaster, your stomach would just fly the other way. And it was real, you couldn't keep your, what do you call it? It was like vertigo getting vertigo. You couldn't keep your horizon. Your spatial disorientation. They got a word for it. Anyway, there's some flame over there. I don't know if you can see that. That's over kind of below like Running Springs. I'm not Running Springs, I'm sorry. Snow Valley. You're welcome, Patty. Yeah, I was up here for El Dorado. I was out of town when what was it called? The lake fire, the one that started up behind Camp de Benneville. I was out of town for that one. That one was 7 years ago. That flame you see is maybe 2/3 the way up toward Highway 18. It's on the other side of the drainage. Okay, the scout plane, he's back on my left. I wonder if I could turn. Because you won't be able to see the drops, even if I crank at the camera. Well, I could handhold it. I'll pull it out of the cradle. Yeah, this guy turned. He knows these drops are coming. He's trying to get like me, an eyeball on the. I may turn to. Yeah, that's what he just did. He just turned to. I think we'll do like him. That way I don't have to go freehand. And I might be able to get over here around this tree. Get out here. Cal Fire 4452. If I get. Let me do a windshield wash. And the ashes really gum up the that's where they'll be coming from. They'll be coming from left to right. Angelus Oaks is maybe a quarter mile straight in front of me. Thomas Hunting Grounds is up the ridge to the right. Like at 1 o'clock. Angelus Oaks is like my 12 o'clock now. I can't back up more because there's rigs behind me, big rigs. But let me straighten you up here. We're waiting on that. Okay, here comes the lead bird. See him right there? There's the moon. Left to right. They're trying to keep it from.
30419, take traffic.
They're trying to keep it from, it's coming over Thomas Hunting Ground. They're trying to, it's trying to back down into Angelus Oaks in the back there behind the restaurant.
There's an area up ahead where the fence comes right against the hand line. But you can either pull it uphill or you can bring it all the way to the corner of the fence to be able to bring it down.
They're going to try and get some frost check lines down up there to protect Angelus Oaks. Keep it down in the drainage. The St. Anna River's to my right, my 9 o'clock. Middle Control Road's right in front of me. The entrance to go down to Seven Oaks, they call Middle Control Road, is right in front of me. In fact, here comes an engine. They're kind of moving stuff around now. I think it's kind of like the evening shifts coming on. Chamberlain Creek Fire Crew. I wonder where they're from. Chamberlain Creek. Looks like a hand crew, maybe prisoners. I don't recognize Chamberlain Creek. Oh, and the guy that got stung by all the bees, he was from Tatanka. There goes a semi. They pulled up the trailers to the low boys that got the dozers. Tatanka was his either a hotshot name or it was his crew name, wherever they were from. That was about 4:40. He got stung by sound like a bunch of ground wasps. They brought an ambulance up to get him out of here. He probably got stung a bunch of times. It hurts like hell. Them little ground wasps. To me, they're worse than regular paper wasp. And you don't even know they're there. You can't even see the hole in the ground. They just come. All of a sudden, there's 1,000 of them. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of repositioning. That's Cal Fire. He's got to be California somewhere. Chamberlain Creek.
Copy that.
Yeah, right. When I saw the plume, the header coming up around, what time was it? 3 o'clock? When I was looking to the west, I couldn't tell. There was a huge black smoke column from there going south, and I couldn't tell if it was the Orange County, the airport fire blowing it up here, or it was the bridge fire blowing it down there. It was just half the sky was a black column, sideways column. It was like that yesterday.
Resource orders are for this. If it needs to be pretty heavily ordered, I know everybody's not putting on drawdown.
But yesterday I knew that was the airport fire. I haven't been watching the wind that much. There's a Caltrans guy. Oh, the DC-10. What happened to DC? I need to look at my radar. Thanks. I'm trying to look like the DC-10 is heading our way, my way, Angelus Oaks.
You can cancel.
Yeah, I haven't seen that today. I thought I saw it earlier, but tanker head. Now you'll be able to see. You won't be able to see the Foschek probably, but you'll see him right before he drops it. I wanted to go up to the helip spot up here behind the restaurant, but it's crammed with people. There's a little skinny road going in there. It's a great lookout. I like camping up there because it's like the top of the mountain.
Yeah, I'm also monitoring.
I've been camped up there, and you look over. The bears know when it's trash day. Oh, hey, there's the spotter plane's over the top. There he is. And the bears will come walking through there on the way to get the trash dumpsters in Angelus Oaks. Trash bears. That's how they'll come in. They'll come in left or right.
Prison uniform dozer
5-2 is parked here down at the store. They were working with Ventura, and they are currently unassigned. Dozer 5-1 is already up at the Converse station, or above it there. They are the same company. I just want to talk to you about taking 5-2 with me.
Affirmative. Those are the Kirkland dozers, correct? And if they both are, I'd like them both with you.
Affirm, Kirkland.
Perfect. Yeah, if you can take 5-2 with you, and then 5-1 track either out towards you or where you're going, I'd appreciate it.
If you're wondering where I'm at, if you're just joining, I'm at Angelus Oaks. I'm up Highway 38. I'm just on the northeast side of, upbound side of Angelus Oaks. That's Thomas hunting ground over there. It's burning that right there. They're coming in with a tanker to try and get some phos check down before dark. Angelus Oaks is right in front of me. They're trying to get some phos check down. That fire is trying to come over the ridge into Angelus Oaks.
Folks going there, so just stay right on Seven Oaks right there where it says Waste Wagon, Camp Waste Wagon. There's homes all along 7 Oaks, and you will have to cross the river.
Where's he at? Oh, hell, he's over here now. He's up this side. There he is. He's the lead plane, the guide. He comes in and puts a puff of smoke out. So the big guy, here's the big guy, I think right behind him. Yep. Tanker's coming in right behind him. Coming over the top. There he is. I don't know if you'll get to see phos check or not. Probably not. Well, look for the pink. Squeeze the pickle. Oh. Yeah, you're not going to see him. He's over the... That's why I wanted to go up to the Hella spot. Got a better view, great view up there. That's the road that goes down to Lower Highway 38, Thomas Hunting Ground.
We got up the Radford campus. We need crews in there to work on that. All those buildings in there. There's probably 50 plus buildings in there. So we're working from there up 7 Oaks Road also.
Now here comes the big guy. Oh, where'd he go? Lost him. That's a big guy. We might see a phos check out of him. He's flying right over. That's Angelus Oaks. He just flew over Angelus Oaks. I don't think he's going to drop because he's too far left. They'll come in and make a couple runs to check the wind. You know, they'll circle a time or two.
You guys are complete with the prep down there. We can reassign you something else.
They'll eyeball it and kind of see what the wind's doing. It's dangerous flying because they got mountain winds and they got smoke coming up. Right now it's low light. It's hard to see. And they're running out of daylight too. It's getting dark. This camera makes it look a lot brighter, like a half an hour earlier, but it's right now it's definitely getting dark.
Kitchen 334. We're going to be at AOR in Swamp Center.
Where when I pull this back, see it, you can still see it. It's still pretty bright. These Samsung cameras are really good for low light. Head plane picked up a tanker. Yep, Simpson. We seen a couple tankers. They were wanting to get one last drop up here, a phos check to try and at least keep the Angelus Oaks safe for the night. Now I hear a lead plane. I hear something over the top. Yeah, he's coming over the top. There he is. Well, this sounds big. Whatever's coming over now sounds big.
I don't know how long it's been about.
There it is. See if we can see him put the pink out. They call it painting. Yeah, he's probably going to be too low in the trees. That was a DC-10?
Those are up there, and he
Yeah, it sounded big.
two sides of it, I think he said.
VLAT, the very large air tanker, the VLAT they call it. I can't see
Division uniform 9442 Charlie, your task.
I can't stick my neck out far enough.
Uniform.
Oh, there's another one.
I'm sitting here with the other Kirkland dozer. Where do you want him to track all the way out, or where does he want him?
Yeah, have him tracked out. He's going to tie in with dozer 342 and his other dozer 52.
It's a dozer fest up here now. They got dozers everywhere. Lowboy trailers and dozers. Just it's most of the rigs up here. Is that fire or is that, what am I seeing? Let's look through the trees right there. Yeah, that's fire. See the little red glow through the trees right there about center of the picture? That's fire's on this side of the ridge now. Either that or that's the Angelus spot and that's engines. Let me look at my binoculars here. See if it's up there. Damn, that's getting really close. That's up by the Angelus spot. Oh shit, that's fire. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's it. They said it came over the ridge, God, about half an hour ago, but we couldn't see it till now. It's coming this way more. Okay, I hear a lead plane. That's what they're trying to stop.
Just shut that off for you. I copy, thank you.
For tonight, they're trying to slow it down, stop it for tonight, and then they'll get cruising here tomorrow. I'm looking southwest now. I'm at Middle Control Road looking toward Angelus Oaks on Highway 38. Big Bear's behind me. About 40 minutes.
I'm going to say continue on Seven Oaks Road and have him call E52, who's with dozer 342, to see where they're getting rendezvous.
But dozers are down Camp Wassawagon down there, South Fork of the Santa Ana River where the cabins are. Seven Oaks Road. What's a higher road called? Highline Road. They're down there. Converse. They got one staged at Converse, the forestry station. The dozers are down there now cutting new dozer line or refreshing the old line. They're trying to prep that for tomorrow because it's going to get in there tomorrow, if not tonight. This seems to be moving pretty good in front of me. The wind has calmed down. It got kind of blustery there for a little bit. Okay, there's the lean plane. He's coming over. Yeah, lead plane's coming over the top of me. He's somewhere up there. There he is. Right there. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, it's going to be a long night for these guys. There he is. He's cutting across. I can see his aircraft lights. He's going right to left. He's down in the trees, though. Can't see him.
The pink and black travel truck with no plates, vehicle leaving in that lane. Can you southbound 15 south of this 10, nothing further. Thank you for 56 starting.
This looks like a strike team. There's a bunch of brush engines coming through. Yeah, it looks like 5 of them using a strike team and a chief, a BC. There's 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's more than that. There's 5. This will be 5. Maybe that's the chief. Yeah, that's the chief and the law enforcement. That's federal cops.
Can you start up your position at station 14, please? I've got 14, control 14 under me. I'll add you under me. And if you could pull up FDMA 10, that would be ideal.
So far, they haven't heard of any looting. It was running springs for a couple guys. I think that was Sunday or Saturday. That's the only looting. Of course, that's only, not saying they ain't more looting because I may not have heard it or they didn't catch them. But there's a lot of sheriff. I mean, there's every time you turn around, there's a sheriff. Or I even seen wardens, the Department of Fish and Wildlife. Even the wardens are patrolling. And you'd be lucky if you got caught by a cop, because the cop ain't gonna take a baseball bat to you. These residents catch you. They ain't calling. Some of them ain't calling the cops. Yeah, I think I'd rather, if I was a looter, I'd want a cop to catch me. He would just cuff me and put me in the car. The locals are you're gonna disappear. You're gonna be coyote food. Oh, you know what? Wow. Back where I was pointed, down into the drainage, it's really lighting up. You can see it now because it's getting dark. I'll turn before I leave, and this looks like a low boy. Yeah. They're dropped off those dozers. Wow. I think they're done with the tankers. Can you guys see what the 112 coming? Is he or T12? Thanks, Brandy. I wonder if they're done, because I wanted to show you what's over here. It's you can see the mountainside on fire. Now you can see over by Running Springs too. Somebody asked about Mountain Home Village. It was really quiet down there last night.
Want us to meet you also?
The fire kind of changed more toward Angelus Oaks. It went around Lock 11. That's where the National Guard was. They had, and they were still there when I came up today at noon, and at 3. There's like 3 or 4 Hummers there with about 10 soldiers. So Mountain Home Village fire's not near it, and you got military police all over up there. They're not running a checkpoint, but they're kind of hanging out right there. The military checkpoint was up at Valley of the Falls turnout, but those guys left. Those guys and girls left. There was a female too. The troops, the soldiers. I'll turn around here, and you can kind of get an idea what's brewing over there. And those little twinkly lights you see in the trees, like dead center and 6 o'clock of the picture, that's actually fire coming down the ridge on this side. And we'll go over and look at. Time I get home here, I'll just show you what's happening down here in that's Middle Control Road. I don't know if you can see that. That's Middle Control Road. Highway 38 Middle Control Road. That goes down to 7 Oaks. But if you look over here, you look way out there, you can see running spring where it's burning over there. If you look down here,
Tues Sept is 5 miles to the east inbound Juliet.
that is kind of below like Snow Valley, maybe halfway up the drainage. Actually, it's higher than that. It's 3/4 the way up on that top. I haven't heard of. It's amazing. I haven't heard of any structures being burned yet. A lot of them are being threatened. You know, the fire's getting close. But it's been a miracle. What has this been going on since what, Thursday? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days. And it's been really close in a couple places, but I haven't heard of any structures. But it's getting close in Running Springs, Ferdalba, Sky Forest. What else is over there? Angelus Oaks is okay right now. I mean, it's the fire's coming right at it, Angelus Oaks. That's where they just did the drops right here, the faucet check. They're trying to keep it off. And the wind changes. Did it happen? The wind should change and blow down slope. It should blow it back down into the drainage. It still looks like it's blowing it up. Let me look across there. But it kind of looks like it's blowing it up the drainage still. Usually the wind shifts 2 times a day. 10 o'clock in the morning, then it'll shift. Oh, that's way up there. Yeah, that looks up backside of Snow Valley. If you know what 13 Curves is, they call it 13 Curves east of Snow Valley. The Highway 18, it's got like 13 curves, like one after another. That's where it's headed. Where I'm at Gay. Let's see what tactics is about here. Okay, I can hear chainsaws. They got hand crews over here up behind Angelus Oaks. I can hear chainsaws running. They put some hand crews in there to our country lives. What are you about, tactics? You just trolling or spam or what? My plants, I chainsaw, no. Lives, look. Yeah, it's time to get rid of this guy. Goodbye, tactics. Go troll somewhere else. Yeah, he's some kind of idiot. The idiots find these threads and they just, I don't know why. They got coloring books and crayons you can have, and they want to get a rise out of people. We'll put him on ignore. fire kind of died. You can't see it as much. Occasionally it'll flare up where you can see it. Because on my left, Angelus Oaks, you can see that coming down the ridge. It's lighting up the tree through the trees enough where you can see the fire actually flames over there. I'm at Middle Control Road. If you go through Angelus Oaks, there's that big white turnout on the north side. I'm on right there where you, if you turned, you go down Middle Control Road to go to
Patient's H.
7 Oaks.
3-1.
3-1, and you're making your way out.
Yeah, firm wheel.
Copy, 30 minutes to the country store. If you're impacted by fire and what the location is, if you are.
Yeah, I copy. I think we're clear, but I'll let you know.
Let's sit here and watch this fool talk to himself. Entertainment in between the. Let me go back over here. I don't know if you can see that. That's where there's. See that? That's flame. See that? Through the trees right there. That's all flame on this side of the ridge now. That's where I was hearing the chainsaws. Excuse me. I was hearing chainsaws down there. That's Middle Control. Not Middle Control. That's Thomas Hunting Grounds Road. 1N12, I think it is.
Country store. On engine 4451. Patient age, 31-year-old male. Point of contact is going to be division uniform. I'm going to have safety rendezvous with engine 4451 at the country store. And I'll have an ALS engine off of the Foxtrot 2005 also make contact.
Sounds like it's another medical. He's having a medical engine come meet him. The only injury I've heard was that bee sting earlier. 4:40 p.m. Something on the right side of his neck. But that's it, that I've heard. There's so much going on. There could be other injuries, minor injuries. I haven't heard anything major. That bee sting kind of major. Multiple bee stings.
And engine 4451.
I can hear dozers now. I can hear the clanking. Kind of like they remind me of tanks. They shake the ground. You know, it's like a tank. You always know when tanks are. Yeah, they're cutting dozer line over there behind the Angelus Oaks restaurant and the store, the country store. That's that country store they talk about on the scanner. They're talking about the store there by the Oaks restaurant. There's a Caltrans yard there. What the hell was that? Sound like a big...
Foxtrot 2005 division uniform.
Oh, what else is over there? There's some apartments, kind of old apartments back in behind the restaurant there. And there's homes right there, too. There's a fire station, 98 is there.
ETA 30 minutes.
And a lot of cabins. It's a little village, maybe a couple hundred cabins.
Negative. Branch medics are off the line, 12 hour.
Copy, break engine 630, 2005 Foxtrot.
I'm going to grab something to drink, and I'm going to stretch my legs, and I need to, what else? Probably need to get something to eat. Okay, this is saying where's rain tomorrow. The rain would help, but the wind is not. No, that's Montana. My weather bug sends me alerts. I got like 5 cities listed. false alarm. Yeah, it's really cold off here. It's 72 degrees, almost 69. There's a little breeze. It's actually kind of almost chilly up here now. After 114 when the fire started, that was brutal. So what you're looking at now is, oops, I'm at Middle Control Road on Highway 38 by Angelus Oaks. I'm looking northwest down into the Santa Ana River drainage. That would be below Snow Valley. Highway 18's across from me, about maybe 4 miles, I guess. I should use my Google Maps to measure it. But that's down by, that's below Snow Valley. Highway 18.
Towards the country store for a 31-year-old with a burn.
Well, you got burned. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of minor injuries, with you just hiking around these hills. And they're up against the fire. Now, off to the left, I want to say that. See the left of the pine tree? That's way out there. That may be, let me look it up because that may be Running Springs way over there. See if I can get an idea. Yeah, I got a feeling that's over there. Whoa, there's some big flame over there. That's Running Springs area. That's what's threatening Sky Forest for Dalba.
I got it.
Let me get a couple pictures, and then I need to go. Yeah, I'm gonna head back down and go get something to eat, and probably call it a night. Just get back up here tomorrow. Anybody else got any other news? I know Rywood was suddenly evacuated. And this is getting crazy over here for Big Bear. So let me grab a water and get out of here. Long day. These guys are putting in real long days. Maybe eat a little less of my chicken salad. Chicken, what do you call it? It's a salad with chunks of chicken in it. That does look pretty ominous, huh? Looking down into that drainage. It is pretty spooky looking. That's what's headed toward Big Bear. It's coming up the Santa Ana River drainage. Going kind of northeast. Tomorrow that'll be even closer to the dam, Big Bear Dam, Clark's Grade, you know, below Sugarloaf. Has anybody seen anything about, I know they said they evacuated, mandatory was like the eastern side of Big Bear, like around the dam. Somebody was telling me, I haven't seen it officially, but they were saying, one of the retired fire guys up here was saying it was a mandatory. I'm trying to think the last time they evacuated Big Bear was, whoa, old fire? When was the old fire? 2012, 2003? And the only way out of Big Bear now is 18 the backside. For the civilians to go out backside to Lucerne. They say they can open that gate 173, which drops down out of Grass Valley behind Arrowhead, drops down the north side. That comes out by Lake Silverwood, which comes out 138 to the 15. They quit maintaining it and locked the gate. But somebody said they've maintained it enough to use it in an emergency. I haven't been over. We always told them to please keep it open because it was a shortcut for us when we camped up there and when we hunted up there, dirt bike. It's a long way around to go Lucerne. And it's an extra evacuation place route. County didn't want to maintain it though. They said it was too bad of a road that, you know, they blame the drunken idiots that would drive up there and fall off.
That's perfect.
I copy. Also, are they part of the strike team or
They're part of strike team 9440 Charlie. 9440 Charlie.
Copy 9440 Charlie. Also, contact us when the patient is en route.
Affirmative. Patients en route to the country store at this time. And then once they're evaluated by ALS unit, I'll let you know their ETA to Burke or the hospital.
So that's the guy. Sounds like more than one got burned. He said they. The ambulance is coming up to get him at the Angelus Oaks, the country store there. I guess take him to, I guess a burn would be what, Loma Linda or Arrowhead Medical, Regional Medical, ARMC.
Reach him and just make sure he's good.
Affirmative. I see his headlights now.
Because they need a burn ward, right?
Division uniform.
Not just a trauma place, but they need burn ward, right? It's burn specialty deal. I'm trying to remember the last place they took them. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you hear the dozers? That's a low boy there, and he's got a dozer with him, another dozer going in.
4451 uniform copies. Let me know when you make it to the country store. Tie in with the LAS unit from 2005 function.
Another dozer. Yeah, it's a dozer fest up here. We're trying to get ready for tomorrow. They'll go in here and cut line all night. Refresh old dozer cuts. They're probably head down Converse Flats area. There, oh, look at that flame there. That's ripping there. See to the right of that pine tree? Whoa, let's go over here. That's way out there, probably 3 miles, 4 miles, but that's probably a 100-foot flame right there. Yeah, it must have got into a tree or some heavy timber. And that's about 3/4 of the way up. The drainage down there, Santa Ana River, that's about...
Constant Medical 331. You can put this call on hold and have SO recontact from the reference.
It's about the same level as me, and I'm 6,000 feet right here. So that's not too far from Highway 18 if you keep going up the slope.
Angelus 304.
I'll let you get a look at... This is starting now. I don't know if I can turn it far enough. That's active fire right there up behind the post office where they were doing the Fostec drops. It gets bright and then it kind of dims down. That sounds like a helicopter. That might be that. That looks like a CH-47. Hold on a second. That sounds like a... heavy lift. But I'll leave this on. I'll have to shut it off. When we drive through Angelus Oaks, it won't... I'll leave this on. You can see what's happening there at the store. But I'll have to shut it off there because I lose the signal right past there. Make sure nobody's there behind me. Yeah, that's his metal controller right here. This goes down to 7 Oaks. Heinz Anita's down there, 7 Oaks. If you take the road to the right at the bottom, you go through 7 Oaks. You go down through Camp Wassawagon. They got all those Boy Scout church camps down there. You'll come out at South Fork. Yeah, it's maybe 8-10 miles. Ooh, this is looking yeah, it's looking kind of ornery. Yeah, bright lights. Ooh, that's getting close. Oh, man. You don't want to see Angelus Oaks get... A lot of these guys cut out. They might have been in here staging. When I came in earlier, I couldn't find a parking spot. But ooh, man. That's looking really bad. Ooh. Yeah, that's so that Mount Home Creek drainage, that's what they didn't want it to get into. Because it leads right up to here. During the El Dorado fire, it jumped the Highway 38 down there and was trying to come up here, and they had to abandon it up here because they thought it was going to come up the drainage. But they let's go down. Well, I'm going to lose you. I got to shut it off right here. Well, let's go down. Let's go down a little more. Here's a fire station on the left. Fire station 98, I think it is 98. I get it confused. There's 98 and 99 is in Forest Falls. This is, I'm looking for the sign. The fire's off to my right. It's coming kind of the top of the ridge, Thomas Hunting Grounds. When I get down there, I'll see if I can turn. I'm coming out downbound of Angelus Oaks. I'm headed down the hill. The fire's to my right. The fire's at like my 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's going to turn the wrong way. Yeah, let me see if I can get... There's a turn down here that goes the other way. Actually, there's a turnout. I can maybe hit this turnout. If I lose you, that'll probably be it. There's a cell tower here by the store, Angelus Oaks. So right around the store up here, you get cell phone. But down here, about a mile, you lose it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end it here because it tried to disconnect right there. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back up tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. And thanks for subscribing if you subscribe. And I hope you got some kind of info out of it. See you tomorrow.